emergency physician, veteran, professor, entrepreneur.
Story of former U.S. Army Dr. Sudip Bose.
Dr. Sudip Bose.
Dr. Sudip Bose.
You can read about Dr. Sudip Bose's story in today's edition of the Daily Herald. This guy treated Saddam Hussein.
Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's just realizing there's something greater than that and going forward and doing your job.
Sudip, remember that job at Little Italian Pizza?
Sudip was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. Growing up, Sudip camped with the Cub Scouts and ran track for Naperville Central High. He graduated from Northwestern University's Feinberg School of Medicine. After graduating, he joined the U.S. Army. Dr. Bose's parents, Subhas and Aloka Bose, have always supported his ambitions. His mother knew early on her son had something special to offer.
My father passed away, and there was a PBS show about heart surgery, open heart surgery. And I sat down to see it. Sudip sat with me. He saw the whole thing, then got up and said, "I want to be a doctor."
During battle in the streets of Fallujah, Chris Kyle, known as the American Sniper, protected Dr. Bose's back as he rushed to injured soldiers to save lives.
Up in a building, on a rooftop, our snipers had our backs. Chris Kyle, amongst history's greatest snipers, Chris Kyle had our backs.
After receiving the Bronze Star for serving one of the longest continuous combat tours by a military physician since World War II, Dr. Bose felt his skills learned in combat could best be served in the busiest emergency rooms in the country. Serving side by side with courageous soldiers, Dr. Bose felt inspired to create the battlecontinues.org to provide medical support for veterans in need by helping them gain access to better health care and health education.
You're saying you're capable of being equipped and ready to deal with a mass casualty event that most closely mirrors war.
Dr. Sudip Bose, you might remember him, he's a favorite guest on this show. He was among those treating Saddam Hussein after we captured him, won a Bronze Star. Think about that, serving one of the longest combat duty tours for a physician in history. So this man knows of what he speaks.
An all-new 13-part docuseries takes international audiences inside Odessa's Medical Center Hospital.
Desert Doc follows Dr. Sudip Bose, an emergency physician with a storied past. The series promises to give viewers an authentic look at the challenges and triumphs in a real-life emergency room.
In West Texas, there's 226 miles of Interstate 10, the longest stretch of the fastest highway. This is one of the most dangerous places in America. People have a hard time wrapping their mind around this. Medical Center Hospital in Odessa, Texas is the highest level trauma center for 38,000 square miles, roughly the size of Indiana. What you guys got? When you go in the morning, no matter how much you think about it, it's unpredictable. You may have a patient wheel in, you have people throwing EKGs at you, the computer goes down.
We're gonna move 5 to 6 and we're going to 5.
Lots of things you have to juggle. So we have a high-rise fire going on and we have a man down under a train. There are a lot of people who would not like to do this for a living, but there are a lot of people who don't want to do anything else.
As a physician on the front lines of America's healthcare system, Dr. Bose has firsthand experience with the current, changing, and urgent medical needs of Americans. His vision is advancing healthcare for all by educating the public as a professor and public speaker, authoring a leading textbook in emergency medicine, continuing to inform the public through various media outlets, and waging a war on increasing healthcare costs by providing revolutionary solutions. Because even when the chaos of war or the emergency room subsides, the battle still continues to have a better understanding of our most valuable possession, our health.